Yo, what's up, guys? It's Magnus. Recently uploaded a video about legendaries, specifically in like 9.02 or whatever. The reason I did that is because I get asked a lot about it on stream. I get asked, yo, Mag, like, what legendary should I play as Orc Venthyr? What legendary should I play as Orc Kyrian? Or what should I do in this scenario or that scenario? So I was just talking about it on stream, just kind of made a highlight of it and put it on YouTube. And a lot of people really ask me, like, what are your thoughts on 9.0.5? What about 9.0.5? What about Exploiter and Battlelord and the changes? So, yeah, we'll just go over those. I swear I'd scrolled to find it. Whatever. I'm probably just gonna upload this video just like as is, just a monologue talking, and just kind of talk about my thoughts. Maybe the video's longer than it should be. I don't really know. Not longer than it should be, but long. Maybe I'll put like some little things in like the video, like, oh, like here I talk about Venthyr and Exploiter, or here I talk about Kyrian and Battlelord, whatever the case may be. So, the overwhelming majority of people that have asked me about 9.1.5 want to know about Exploiter being buffed. So currently Exploiter is 25% or 18% for Condemn or Venthyr Warriors, and they're buffing it to 50 for any non-Venthyr spec, and then 36 for Venthyr. And this I get asked about this a lot. Is Venthyr going to be the way to go? I don't know, because the Battlelord one looks nice too. You're spamming out a lot of overpowers, especially as Kyrian with haste. Insanely good too. It's hard to tell. Anything that I say is a complete speculation, because while PTR is out, I downloaded PTR, tried to log on it. I can't make a character. All I can do is copy my own characters, and none of my characters have Exploiter, so I can't test it, and none of my characters have Battlelord, so I can't test them. So it's kind of unfortunate. I downloaded it earlier after I got on streaming. I wanted to test it. I wanted to download and try it, but I couldn't. So anything that I say here is going to be complete speculation. So I'll just start off with Exploiter as Venthyr. Previously in the video that I did, and guides that I've posted and documents that I've made, I've always said that Exploiter, if you're an Orc, is equal to Sefu's, it's preferential, and as everything else, Exploiter is your best. Obviously, if Exploiter goes to 36% per stack, it's your best by far. As everything, it might Venthyr Warrior might be significantly better than Kyrian and Necrolord both, even with the Necrolord changes that are going to come up, and I'll touch on that in a second. I mean, this is just absolutely abysmal levels of damage. And so you can see, like, I opened this Chuck Benny clip. This is a European warrior. He's been in my chat. I got sent this clip. This is just like what Exploiter can do. So I would full screen this, but I think that my OBS will fuck it up. Admittedly, I'm not the most prepared, but I'll kind of slow this down so you can see what he does. So he's playing Exploiter, and this is Exploiter. When was this? He's last like 12 hours ago. When was this clip? This clip has been, I got linked this like a week ago or something, right? Like, and look at this guy. Look at this shit. I'll rewind it a little bit more. I'll slow it down, right? And I'm just sending this shit, right? Look at this. He has Exploiter stacks. This is a 21.5k Mortal Strike, 21,491. You can kind of see it there underneath the pause button. That's with Exploiter now. That's Exploiter today. If Exploiter is double that, what is he going to hit for? That's insane to me. That's absolutely abysmal numbers of damage. And it's like, I would assume that this is just a complete PvE change. They're just trying to make legendaries more inclusive so that one is not significantly better. Maybe you can use numerous different ones. I don't know what they're doing. But if this goes live in PvP, I think it's going to be one of the worst things that they could do for Warrior in the expansion. I think it's going to make Warrior insanely broken. I think it's going to make it very one-dimensional. I think it could borderline ruin the game. I think that this is just terrible for the game, personally. I really don't want to see this go live at all. If it does go live, I would prefer to see it nerfed in PvP to the previous 18%. I don't think that Exploiter needs to be buffed. I don't think that Venthyr Warrior needs anything more than what it has currently. I think that it can already do everything. It can do damage. It still has the Warrior toolkit. I think that this is just terrible. I've talked about it on stream. I've kind of asked my chat, my friends, should I make a forum post? Should I make a video? Should I tweet at Warcraft Devs? I think that if this goes live the way that it's posted in the patch, and granted, these patch notes came out on the 18th, today's the 22nd, You know, so only 4 days, 5 days. Nobody knows when the patch comes out, or maybe somebody knows. I don't know. But regardless, you know, I don't really know what the best way to go about it is, but and maybe my ego is running rampant and thinking that maybe I know more than WoW devs, which I mean, I don't even think that's ego at that point. Like these people are clueless. If they let this go live for PvP, they're even more clueless. This will be absolutely insane. I really hope that it doesn't. I really hope that if it does go live, it's nerfed in PvP to the previous percent. I think that people will. I will literally one-shot people with that. It's absolutely insane. Like I showed you in the truck Benny clip, this guy literally, you know, he hit him for 21.5k. He literally two-tapped this guy, and 2 buttons killed him. Imagine if that was double, he would have killed him in one button press. That's not that's not good for the game at all. It's not at all. So moving on from that, from Exploiter, the next thing I want to touch on is Battlelord. Battlelord looks extremely promising. So you see it says from Overpower was Slam. So Battlelord was Slam, pretty dog shit, admittedly. The Rage, not the best, but I mean, this is just 3 more Rage. I mean, it is what it is. You know, we'll take what we can get on a Legendary, right? I'm not going to complain about this or nitpick this. But this is a really nice change, especially with Dreadnought, especially with how much damage that Dreadnought overpowers do, especially when paired with the Crash to Ramparts Conduit. How often you're actually pressing overpowers, this could be insanely good. I don't think that I would ever really play this as Venthyr. I really don't. I think that I would only ever play Battlelord if I'm playing Kyrian, or maybe new Necrolord. This is like a very nice offensive option for the other Covenants. I don't think that Battlelord will be good enough to outpace Exploiter in the patch that we're in right now, especially not if it goes through. But I think that Battlelord could be quite nice. I think that it could like, especially when paired with Haste on Kyrian, it could be absolutely insane. Especially considering that you wouldn't even need crit to deal with rage costs because you would be reducing rage so frequently from your Mortal Strike. I think you would just have a lot of rage. I think you would have a lot of globals. I think it'd be very fun. It'd be very fast paced. It'd be very button mashy. I think that could be really fun for Warrior. I think that could be really nice. I looked at Enduring Blow. This is like whatever. I mean, it's whatever. Like they increased them from 15 to 25%. The duration from 6 to 5. This is like interesting because Enduring Blow is like, if you don't know, Enduring Blow is whenever you apply more, you can apply C Smash. Whenever you like at half its duration. So it was 5, which is half. Now it's 6 whenever you Mortal Strike. Enduring Blow is not very good. Battlelord looks to be the clear favorite for just any offensive legendary choice for non-Venthyr spec warriors, especially for Kyrian. And I mean, I wouldn't say especially for Kyrian because Unhinged will still have a lot of value as Kyrian versus double melee. You'll still have a lot of value, but Battlelord just looks like it will be like the clear favorite just offensive legendary whenever you're not fighting double melee, unless you're playing Mishap and Mirror versus like double wizard or RMP. Looks like Battlelord will just be, like I said, the clear favorite. I mean, just speculating, right? Again, like I said before, it's all speculation. You know, nobody really knows what's going to happen. Nobody really knows how the game's going to play out. We don't know that Exploiter will go live. We don't know that Battlelord will go live. These are just the patch notes on February 18th, right? We don't even know when the patch comes out. It might be completely different by then. We have no idea. But hopefully Exploiter doesn't go live. Hopefully Battlelord does. It'd be really interesting. I'd like to play like a fast button mash, hasted up style of Kyrian Warrior, or maybe even Necrolord Warrior. I've touched on Necrolord a little bit. I think I opened it here, yes. So they're changing Necrolord's banner completely. So now it's just like dog shit, 3-minute cooldown. Gives you like crit damage and crit chance from like these little like stacks of glory. And honestly, I'm just gonna keep it a stack. I don't even know what the fuck it does. I swear it's completely shit. I don't even like, if someone held a gun to my head right now and said, "Yo, Magnus, tell me word for word what Necrolord banner does in 9.0.2," I have no fucking clue. I'm probably dead. But yeah, it looks like they're changing it, right? So they're completely redesigning it. It's going to give you 400 mastery, pretty significant damage increase, and it's going to give you 30% increased movement speed to you and your 2 nearest allies. So you and your DPS and your healer in 3s. And it's not going to allow you to be slowed below 100%. So you could be slowed, and you might not be running at 130%, but you won't be able to be slowed below your normal run speed. They're also changing the cooldown from 3 minutes to 2. The duration is 15, down from 20. And it's going to give you rage generation per second, which is like insane. So you're going to be doing more damage, you're going to be not able to be slowed, or you're going to be running faster depending on if you're slowed at all. And it's going to give it to your teammates too. And it's going to give you rage every second. So you're just going to be able to run at people, spam your buttons, which is kind of like why I'm like, damn, like, you know, fucking Battlelord sound kind of nice. Battlelord sounds great because you're running at them and you're doing more damage from the mastery, you're faster, or you just can't be slowed, and you're getting rage every second. You're just going to be spamming buttons, and if you're just spamming even slams, you're going to be resetting Tactician, which is going to be giving you back overpower procs, which is going to be giving you the opportunity to press more Mortal Strikes. It just goes hand in hand. It could be really good. Excuse me there. I'm just, you know, I'm not going to edit that out. I'm probably not even going to edit this. I'm just going to post it. I don't give a fuck. I'm just talking. It's like 5 a.m. I know. But I think that Battlelord would be absolutely insane as Necrolord. Probably your best legendary by far for Necrolord. Again, Unhinged could probably still have a lot of value as Kyrian just because your ability to lock down 2 people. But without the lockdown for Unhinged Blade Storms with Sweeping Strikes, you'd lose a lot of value if you're playing Unhinged as like Necrolord or something. I think that Necrolord's obvious legendary choice for me at the moment would be Battlelord if I was going to play it. Also, I think in the next patch, not only are they just changing the Necrolord for Warrior, I think it might be up here somewhere. I think they're just changing Necrolord in general. Yeah, so they're buffing Fleshcraft. I'm not sure the exact shield amount or what all this shit means, but people have told me in my chat, and I've read in chats that it's gonna significantly make Necrolord Fleshcraft better. The shield's gonna be much larger, so that's really good too. Also, Necrolord has like a really nice tree. Like Necrolord has a really nice tree. Like the first Soulbind tree, I don't know what the dude's name is. But you get like double potency conduit for like free, and you get some really good shit too. Like maybe there's a Soulbind calculator, legendary, and I can go like PTR. I can just like show you what I mean, right? So this is on PTR. Go Necrolord. Yeah, this cat. Plague Divisor, Marileth. This guy's sick. So like I said, you can get easy double potency. You go to potency for free down here, and you obviously go this one because these two suck. Like while standing still, you're not standing still unless you're a puss boy. Whatever this means. 10% damage for 10 seconds for a finesse conduit? Nah, we're good. So whenever you go below 50% HP, you get a shield for 50% of your max HP for 10 seconds. Can only occur every 30. You get a potency conduit. And this shit's nice too. Actually, wait, what am I saying? I meant to say this shit's nice. This is kind of dog shit. I don't know what the fuck this shit does. I don't really care. You just take it because it's like you take it for this one because you can Fleshcraft to outplay people. 2, you get, like I said, you get double potency. So you would go like here, potency, you get frictionless, and then you get a free endurance too. You love endurance. You don't want double endurance on Warrior. I mean, you don't hate it, but you can get another endurance down here, or you can pick a finesse. So I love trees where I can pick a finesse or an endurance. I just move my mouse in the opposite direction. Hopefully nobody noticed that and I'll point it out, whatever. But whenever you're down here, it's like, oh, they're going me. I want another endurance. Oh, they're going my partner, I want a finesse to help him. You know what I mean? But regardless, you get your double potency and your endurance, and you can make an option down here. Obviously, none of the shit here ever matters, and then like you can Fleshcraft to try and outplay people. Just a really good tree. So a Fleshcraft shield is buffed, and that's nice. And then they change, you know, the Necrolord banner, nice as well. It's just like, damn, like that's just kind of nice. I wish I could click that and it would like pop up what the ability is here or what it would say here, but I think it normally does. I don't know what's wrong with the site, but yeah. Those are just kind of my thoughts on 9.0.5. I know a lot of people have been asking me about it. It happens in my chat, YouTube comments. I get DMs on Discord. I get DMs in game, what my thoughts are. Again, if you've made it this far into the video, I just want to reiterate again, it's just speculation. This is what I assume will be good based on the notes today. If the notes change tomorrow, fuck it, I'm sorry. But today, these are my thoughts. This is what I would do. This is what... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not even what I would do. I don't know, but it's just my, you know, it's my assumption of what will be good. Again, I really hope this exploiter shit doesn't go live. I think it'd be terrible for the game. Battlelord looks sick. Battlelord Necrolord looks like it'd be insane for melee cleaves. Maybe I should touch on that a little bit too. That shit's gonna be nice as like Ret Warrior Turbo, huh? Or TSG. Like you're gonna give mastery to a Ret Paladin and then he can't be slowed? What the fuck? And he's faster? You're just gonna run people down. Like I think that Necrolord could be the obvious cleave Covenant option, actually. Like if you're playing Turbo, or you're playing like Ret Warrior, or you're playing TSG, a melee cleave in general, I mean that just looks nice. You're just gonna enable your teammates too. It's like you're trading lockdown as Kyrian for like uptime in other forms with Maybe let me just go back here with like, Jesus Christ, how many times I gotta click? Yeah, with the Necrolord banner, it's like, that's insane to me. I think it could be super high value, better than Kyrian. I think Kyrian will still have some value in cleaves. I think Kyrian will still be really good. It's like, until I actually play it, it looks like there will be 3 Covenant choices. Like, obviously, Night Fae is kind of a meme, I think. I don't even think it's a meme. I think it's okay. Shout out Bajira. But I don't think it's very good. Probably pretty good for, like, picking up Zerker buff and just slapping the shit out of people in BGs. Making TikToks. I love my bearded bro Bajira. But I don't think it's that great in Arena. I think that the 3 big Covenants will be Venthyr, Kyrian, and Necrolord. I think they'll all be situational. I think that, I mean, if the Venthyr thing, if the exploiter shit goes live, I think we might just have to play it if it stays that way in PvP. I mean, it just depends on what Necrolord ends up looking like. Again, like I can't really play PTR, and I can't play Arena on PTR because I don't know who I would play against. So again, just guessing. But I mean, Venthyr just looks silly here. Necrolord could be really good with the Battle Lord. Kyrian is always stable. Kyrian is always a good choice. Kyrian's extremely good into mage comps, into rogue mage. I don't think that even if this went live, I mean, shit, I don't know. I'd probably one-shot a rogue or anything in the game, really. It'd be hard to just not play this, but Kyrian will always have value into the comps that it has value into. It'll always be good if you can play it well. But, I mean, again, you're throwing a skill shot at somebody and trying to outplay them, as opposed to just pressing a banner on the ground as a melee cleave and just running at them, holding W, turning your brain off, drooling into your keyboard, whatever the fuck you want to do. And then, like, if you're Venthyr with Exploiter, you're just kind of like setting up one-shots. It's like, so it looks like Venthyr would be like the obvious choice for like Warrior Shadow Priest, Warrior Mage. You know, it's comps where you just set that shit up and make it easier. Comps with more CC. It'd be kind of harder to set this up as a melee cleave. Maybe Ret Warrior could do it, but Turbo, TSG, not as well. But, I mean, again, if this goes live, it's probably just the best option. But, you know, Necrolord looks like it could be really good for the cleaves. Kyrian's still just overall good outplay potential. Venthyr looks insane if this goes live. But if I'm assuming, let's just say hypothetically that it doesn't, right? If you're still listening to me in this long ass video of me just rambling, let's just say that it doesn't, right? And it stays 18% in PvP, then you're gonna have 3 good Covenant choices. And Venthyr will still be good into like the high armor targets, the Rets, the Enhanced Shamans, the Warriors, the DKs, the low uptime scenarios where you're fighting a Frosty K and you're getting kited and you can just play Death Sentence and charge at people. You're gonna have a lot of value there. Still, Exploiter is still gonna like be a nice damage increase. You know, maybe Kyrian's still better as like Turbo or Ret Paladin or Ret Warrior into specific comps, really. Not like overall. It's like, even as those, it's like I'm trying to think, when would I prefer to be Kyrian Warrior over Necrolord Warrior? It's like, again, I haven't played it, I haven't tested it, I haven't felt how this feels in the game. Felt how this feels in the game, nice, sexy. But it's like, this just seems like it'd be insane for melee cleaves, and maybe Kyrian's still good as like Warrior Mage into like other mage comps. Top end of the ladder, you really just fight Fire Mage, Holy Paladin X. So, and I think that Kyrian is significantly better than Venthyr into most of that. I know a lot of Warriors play Venthyr. I watch it a lot in the AWC. A lot of Warriors pick Venthyr as like W and Pal into like Windwalker Mage, and Kyrian is much better there. You can just see the control that a Kyrian Warrior has and how much harder they actually hit mages than Venthyr Warriors. You know, you can't really afford to give up much of your PvP taunts anyway. You don't really want to trade out like Master and Commander, even a comp like that, or Death Sentence uptime. Kyrian just does well if you play well, you have uptime. So I don't know. Like, we'll just have to see what happens. But yeah, hopefully that answers somebody's question. If somebody listens to this, hopefully it helps. If you had any questions, pull up in the Discord, come to my Twitch chat. I'd say DM me on Twitter, but I don't really look at Twitter that often, especially like my DMs. Admittedly, I'm really bad about that. My Discord's a good place to talk. I kinda slack off sometimes on answering questions in there, but there's always like a discourse or a Discord and I don't know, whatever. There are people talking about things in there, and it's a good place to really want to ask a question and get an answer, whether it be from me or somebody else in there. But there's always people just talking, giving their thoughts, and discussing things. And I think that's good. Twitch had always a good place to ask questions. But yeah, hopefully this helps. Hopefully I've shed some light, answered some questions. If I didn't, I'll go fuck myself. But yeah, these are just my thoughts on 9.0.5. I wouldn't say really plans, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how it plays out. As obviously as we get closer to the patch, whenever that is, I'll have more videos, I have more content, more things to talk about, more questions that I can answer, as I get more information. And yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate all the support and all that bullshit. Thanks, guys.